Okay.
Hey, Coko.
Hey, Coko.
Hey. Well, you are live here with Coco's and Talk with Coco's.
Yes, you are. And so, guys, we just wanted to come live and give you guys an update on how the brunch is going and our plans for the podcast, just to give you an idea of what we have planned and, just give it a little twirl, see what's going on.
Yeah, just like kick back, have a good time. It's Sunday. You know, we got our champagne.
Well, I'm drinking something a little different today.
She's drinking
the champagne of beer.
Come on now. Toast to us, living our fabulous life. You know, my birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, okay, first things first, guys. Tomorrow is Chanel's birthday, so everybody wish Chanel happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Hey, happy birthday to me. Hey,
happy birthday. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her.
This is old, okay?
Happy birthday.
A bitch is old. I'm going to be 43 tomorrow.
Yes, she is. She's going to be 43 tomorrow. And we thought, why not go live and just give everybody a preview of everything we got going on and all the plans we have. But first things first, I want to say that before we move past with this, before we move forward with this podcast, I had to let you guys know that more than likely, I'm going to cry every episode.
Oh, God, she's a crier.
If I don't cry every episode, I'm going to cry every other episode.
Every episode.
But I just want to let you guys know that I will be crying. Sometimes it'll be happy tears. Sometimes it'll be sad tears. Sometimes I just need to let a tear out. You know?
Girl, she just be crying because today is Sunday. What the hell is happening here?
I cry because every day is a new day. I'm just a crybaby.
She cries because she's Letitia's daughter. Letitia cries all the time. Auntie T's be crying all the time, and my mother is a G. She don't cry.
Her mother don't cry. Her mother just make rhymes all day. She
all day. Got cars, baby, cars.
So first, so many people have reached out to us about the podcast. We have been receiving a lot of reports.
Yes.
Good responses and a lot of feedback. Mama Angie told us to make sure we let the world know where we're from.
Where y'all from?
So we are from the DMV. Chanel's from DC.
DC.
I'm from Capitol Heights.
Baby, I'm from DC all day in a pink, baby.
I went to Suitland High School. Chanel went to
Dunbar.
Okay, so that's where we're from. So please support us, our local DMV people.
Yes, and the world, baby. Didn't I say we going to Paris and do this podcast?
Oh, we are going to Paris.
Baby, we going to Paris to do this podcast. I'm just putting it in the atmosphere.
Yes, we are. So that's that. Okay, so let's get into it.
Why are we doing this podcast?
Why are we doing this podcast? Everyone has reached out to us and like, what is this podcast going to be about? What is this podcast going to be about? And we're like, it's going to be about what?
Everything your mama ain't tell you.
A little bit of everything. We want to touch bases on all types of things. We're just going to give the feel. Like, the first two ideas came out of nowhere. My God. And our first podcast will preview on February the 23rd.
Yes.
The month of love. The month of Black history.
Y'all see my Black history girl right here. Stop playing with us. We misunderstood, but it's okay.
And so our first episode is going to be about love.
Love.
What about it?
Love. A love lost.
Okay.
A love forever.
Okay.
And a love never found.
Okay.
And I know everybody can relate to any one of those categories.
Yes, they can.
And we want to touch on that, and we'll have a special guest. We'll let you know who that person is when we get closer to the date.
And can I just say that guest so that guest is also going to be a co-host. Allegedly. Because as soon as she seen our first little snippet, she called us and was like, how y'all going to do a podcast and not have me included? And we was like, sorry.
Do you want to be our first guest?
Do you want to be our first guest?
We was guilty, but
yes.
She has a dynamic story.
She does. And she's a beautiful person. So we can't wait to have her on our first episode. Like we said, we'll feature on
February 23rd.
Yes. And then
we'll have a real producer. It won't be us. You know, we over here producing.
It won't be this right
here. It won't be this. It'll be something different, but it's okay. We're moving up like Georgia Wheezy.
Because the struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Y'all. No, we ain't gonna tell our secret.
You can see our setup. We got.
Don't tell them.
It's just a setup.
We set up. We set up sex
guys see how we dressed up today?
Ooh, sexy.
Stand up so you can see your birthday little
Ooh, let me
outfit.
see. Get that part.
Okay.
Get my good side. Let me see yours.
Seems like that's my best side too.
Oh, it's the Kyla trait, baby. You got that Kyla wagon. What you swagging, baby? You got that Kyla wagon.
We're dressed up because we're also going out later. So, boom.
We're going to be out in the streets because it's my birthday.
Yes. Okay, so then our second episode is a funny episode. Well, it's not funny, but the way we came up with the idea is kind of funny. So, for everybody's birthday, we always go out and see Backyard. And last night, we went to go see Backyard.
Hey! Big G, shout out Big G, okay?
Yes, and when we were at and Earl, he was out there last night.
Doing his thing.
Yes, he was. So anyway, we sit at the table, and Chanel's aunt, whose name is Anita,
namesake after our great-grandmother, Anita Tyler.
Cousin Anita.
A.K.A. Auntie for me.
A.K.A. Gmo, the flyest.
A.K.A. She's the same age as me, pretty much. Because my grandfather is a Rolling Stone.
So, Anita also, we was at the Go-Go, whatever, we was talking, eating our little food, and she was like, I really like you guys listening or whatever, you know. When you do a show, I want to be a guest. I'm just like, okay, so like, what type of guest you want to be? And she was like, well, you know, if I do a show about like, you know, people being gay or the community, I can be a guest for that show. And so Chanel was like, you can just be the guest.
Yes.
We can make the show all about you.
I was drinking champagne.
And so Anita was like, okay, I'm cool with that. So I was like, okay, well, you know, we got our first episode. We need to come up with a name for our second episode. And this fool right here.
Well, I ain't say nothing.
Came up with the name, what?
How the fuck I get gay?
How the fuck I get gay? And when I tell you... When I tell y'all I like to die and crawl out of my seat.
But I heard it was funny.
I know. And so her aunt looked at her and just shook her head and was like, and bust out laughing. She was like, you know what, you lucky, I love you. That's fine with me.
Now, it's this backstory to that.
Because backstory is.
Anita, we was girls. We was like dressing up together, and we was like real cute on the same kind of style and everything. And then, you know, she switched.
Yes, and so I was like, you know what? It's a good story to tell, and it's a good time to tell the story right now, especially with black people and gay people and trans people. They're being attacked every day, and I always tell. I had a son, and you know, one day my son came home. He was like 6 or 7. He was like, "Mom, he was gay," and at the time, I didn't think it was the time to have a conversation with him.
Exactly.
And I had reached out to one. I was actually with one of my friends, and I was like, "I don't know what to do." And he was like, "Well." It was my mentor Matthew, and I was like, "Caesar want to know what gay is, and I don't even know if I want to talk about it right now." And blah 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 blah. And he was like, "Well, eventually we'll have to have the conversation."
Period.
I don't know when you're going to do it, but you got to have the conversation. Well, I decided to wait a little bit longer, and the conversation was had with Caesar at school. So I always tell people you got to make the first impression on your kids. Sometimes what you think is too early is right on time.
It's right on time.
But anyway, I always tell my son that it takes a lot of strength and courage to wake up every day and to choose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And being gay is one of those things. Like people that are in the community and gay and stuff, like they really have it hard. They wake up every day and they choose themselves, and people hate them for that.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of strength to go up against people and stuff like that.
The world to go against the world.
The world.
Yeah, and then you got somebody sitting in a seat that doesn't value others in a different way, and we're not gonna talk about him too much, but you know, you have to be able to have that courage to, you know, just step out there and be yourself, and stand in your own truth. And that's what our podcast is about, standing in your truth. So yeah, that's gonna be a very fun episode.
Yes, it is.
I can't wait for Auntie, I call her Auntie. Baby, she's 45 and I'm 43.
Yes.
She's still my aunt. I don't care.
Okay. And I call her Gmo. So we can't wait for you guys to meet Gmo. So that's what our first 2 episodes are going to be about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is fun already.
Okay, so what else is going on? Little checklist.
I got a checklist. Let me tell you, I gotta have my checklist because listen. If I had this checklist, what's going to happen?
I don't know. We're just going to be saying anything out of our mouths.
And that's the thing we talk about. saying anything out your mouth. So let me tell y'all, I'm an Aquarius, right? And me being an Aquarius, I just say whatever comes to my mind. And sometimes it's offensive to others. Yeah. And so don't be saying yuck. But when I'm trying to work on it, I just be saying stuff. Yeah. But I don't mean no harm.
I do the same thing. So.
I know. So we're working on ourselves as well. So in that, we want to show you guys our growth. We want to show you guys how you can potentially grow if you want to, however you or whatever. You can grow, we can grow together. And that's what this podcast is about. Living in your truth, growing together, learning from your mistakes, and just, shining. Yep. And guess what?
What?
Our visions are coming true.
They are. I don't know how. So, guys, everybody keeps saying, how did you and Chanel come up with the idea for the podcast? It's so funny. You guys are so funny. But I said, well, actually, this was supposed to be Chanel's podcast. I don't even know how I got
Jesus said, Jesus told me to go get her name, Coko. So God has been holding this for a minute. He been sitting on this for a brick.
Okay.
So
I don't know how I became a part of it, but here I am.
It's working for you.
It's working for us. We are so ready to share this moment with you guys.
We are. So we need to talk a little bit more about our vision board event.
Yes, that's why we're here.
That is February 16th.
Yes, it is.
We have so much going on in February. It's crazy, but it's a good kind of crazy.
It is.
And February 16th, we are having a vision board event where that's what we're talking about, transitioning into our visions and making them come true. Yeah. And sitting here today, we are living in one of our visions. On February 16th, Coko will be living in her own vision. She has done an amazing job with her event space, and we will be utilizing that space to have other people live out their visions, plan out their visions. It's all about planning. These papers I have here, it's just like little notes. I write like a kindergarten. I don't care. But just your daily journals, just investing in yourself as us Black women, as women, period. Men, you can come as well. Yes, visions are not just for women. I just see a lot of times we do these vision board events and only women show up. Yeah. But it's the men that lead our families.
Yeah, it is.
So if we don't have them to lay out their visions, Habakkuk 2:3, write the vision and make it plain. Okay. Baby, where we going if we don't have a map? Okay. So we want you all to come out. Bring your husband, bring your boyfriend, bring your side piece. I don't know. Hopefully you ain't got no side piece. I don't like them. Anyway. But that's gonna be another topic. But that's for another day, baby.
That's probably for the month of March.
Me and my side piece.
I love her.
Hey, I love her.
To be my side piece.
To be my side piece. But if you're bringing your side piece to the vision board party, we won't tell anybody. Hopefully your side piece is writing you out of their life and you write them out of theirs. And then we are just going to do an amazing thing. We will also have vendors on site. They will be living out their visions as well, selling their products, introducing you to new things. Coko, what are we doing here?
Okay, so get your tickets soon because tickets are limited because we want to make sure that everybody's inside the space comfortably.
Yes.
And ticket sales will be ending pretty soon, so we can have an exact head count because we'll make sure you guys have enough food for your stomach. If you don't buy your tickets soon enough, and we can't get your numbers right, and then you guys won't be able to have this amazing food that we're cooking. Oh, we also have figured out the menu. Mm-hmm. And
girl, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. People keep calling me like, what's on the menu? What's on the menu? We're not telling. Don't tell them.
All day. That's
we're not telling.
Loose lips and chips.
It's a surprise. We're not telling. So if you want to know, purchase your ticket and show up with your lips fit and come and have a good
please be cute.
Please be cute.
Please be cute. I'm telling you right now, please be cute. I mean, it's not no pressure, but it's a little pressure.
Yeah, be cute. Be
your best. Like
when you write your vision, you feeling good, like your best self. Let me tell you something, guys. When I got dressed this morning, you know what I did? I listened to the Renaissance album.
Come on.
Because that album makes me feel spicy and good.
So are you going to Cowboy Garden?
Am I going to Cowboy Garden?
Yeah. That's it.
Hey! I'm going to bounce on it. Hey, bounce on it. Hey, bounce on the shit.
And why would she put those tickets out for my birthday? Hey. No hands. Well, what are we doing here? We're going to be talking about no hands, too. Anything is possible here.
Y'all know I'm a lady.
Yeah, she's a lady of the day.
I'm a lady of the day. Like Heather and Kevin.
I don't know. I'm a lady of the day, night, evening.
You are a lady of the Renaissance.
Come on, baby. We are so silly, but just to get back on
a little bit.
Are you? Yeah. I know I got the heat on 76.
Remember we talked about it.
Girl, the electric bills. Baby.
Y'all electricity bill been high?
Please let us know. That polar vortex that vortex my wallet, baby. I was like, baby, I'm about to sell some of my bags. Baby, can you put heat in your Louis bag? Baby, what?
That thing.
Baby, I had my heat in my Chanel, baby. I'm going to tell you right now, something going to have to give. I'm going to have to make something shake, baby.
Okay? I'm just ready for the season to change. And then we'll be complaining about the electricity bill being high with the damn air.
Oh, my God. Just get to March. That's all I'm saying.
Please.
Yes, because this electricity is a lot. But
it's no joke.
Just to get back on top, we will go all the way left and all the way right and come back to the center. Well, I want you guys to come and join us on February 16th. We're about to wrap this thing up. February 16th at Coil and Cough. Please tell us the address.
7830 Parsons Drive, Forestville, Maryland, 20747. Again, that is 7830 Parsons Drive, Forestville, Maryland, 20747. If you look in the links on all our pages. Oh, also follow our new page. I said a whole bunch of people. I said a whole bunch of you guys requested more and more and more. So please follow our page for the podcast called Coco's Talk. Also, if anybody wants to help us with a logo, we love you.
Thank
you very much in advance.
Yes, we will be needing some interns and things of that nature. People that are
we have somebody helping us do the podcast on the 23rd, so we're excited about that. So the set is going to be completely different and probably, well, no, not probably, it will be way more professional. Because Janita back here, she done pressed 54 buttons for us to get this started for y'all. So y'all got to
She's our executive producer. Go, Janita! She's our executive producer for the day. We paying her in there Prosecco. She don't even drink
Prosecco.
Well, maybe some. I got some friends.
She like Tito's.
She like Tito's.
Yeah.
Okay, we get a little Tito's.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little spice. So we're gonna pay her with a little